Welcome back to Comic-Con 2014 live on BeTerrific, geekbeat.tv, Planet 5D. We're in New York City. We're having a lot of fun. We're winding it down, but we've got some great guys on. Victor and Keith, we're talking 3D printers. You guys are from 3D Systems. You have the best 3D printers I've ever seen. They're so cool, guys. And then he's got a scanner. We're going to get into that. Let's talk about your 3D printers. This is you, by the way. You 3D printed you here at the show. Check this out.
Yeah, that's my face.
Yeah.
All right. So that's actually done with a photograph. So first off, we're 3D Systems. People think 3D printing is a new technology, but actually it's been around for 30 years, and 3D Systems invented it. Chuck Hull, who is our Chief Technology Officer, still works for the company, invented 3D printing. Just in the past few years that it's been available for consumers. So that means you could have a 3D printer. We have the Cube, sells for under $1,000, and you could have this in your home, and it's awesome, it's easy to use. But this is done on one of our professional machines. You can go to cubify.com, take one photo of your face on the front, another on the side, like a mugshot, upload it to our website, and you can become your action figure. So we have The Walking Dead, we have Ghostbusters, we have Star Trek, you can be a part of the NBA, and these are just done on our 3D printers, but you can have access to these even if you don't have one.
You know, most of the time 3D printers the prints are really crude, but these are really nice.
Yeah, so you know, the things you see at home are usually these plastic printers.
Yeah.
We've developed a printer called the Cube that prints at 70 microns. You don't even see those lines anymore. It has auto calibration. Everything that was like troublesome from the maker machines are now just simple and easy to use, just plug and play. So I'd love to talk to you about the ways you can 3D
that's
print.
That's what I was going to ask. So, you know, 3D printing for a lot of people can be very tough. It can be very challenging. I think they're scared of it, right? I certainly, when I talk to people like my in-laws, they think, oh my God, that's cool, but wow, I could never do that.
Yeah, sure. So if you want to, you can design anything you want, right? Just like you learn Photoshop if you want to mess around with the 2D photo. But you know, just like at iTunes, where you can download books, movies, or music, for your iPod, we have Cubify.com, which is a platform so you can download chess sets, iPhone cases, jewelry, ukuleles, you know, action figures.
A new knob for your stove.
Yeah, a new knob for your stove, if that's what you want, you know. Yeah, so you can make anything that's already out there, you can just download and print.
And I think that's the future. I think people will print a lot of things, especially parts, replacement parts, even in a temporary situation. But I also think they'll do a lot of fun stuff with it, like create these figures right here. You got the Ghostbusters and you. There's you again.
Yeah, you know, it's really exciting to co-collaborate with your brand, co-create with a brand. So to be on a Ghostbusters figure, you know, it brings you into it. Personalization, customization. Personalization is more important to people. You want to be a part of the Ghostbusters.
And you've been in this for a long time. You've been in 3D printing for a long time.
Yeah, I've been doing this. I've worked for a few companies in 3D printing. I've always strived to be at the best. 3D Systems, I mean, we can print in 100 different materials. The capabilities are beyond.
So there are a lot of different options now, right? You said, okay, you can download stuff, but what if I want to create something?
Right, so you can download stuff, you can design in CAD or computer animation software, which it's a little harder, but you can learn how to do that. And there's some simple software that you can drag and drop shapes and build that. But what we're going to show you today, which I love, is the scanning.
All right, so I'm going to stand up.
Yeah. So Victor has
How you doing, Victor?
How's it going?
Sorry we didn't get you on sooner, but I had the mic and we kept the mic off you so that you and I could stand here and do this. All right, so you can explain what Victor's got.
Sure, so Victor has the Sense 3D scanner. $399, you can have a handheld scanner that plugs into a Surface tablet or your Mac and PC. For $499, you can have this on your iPad. It's called the iSense.
So I've seen this video on the internet. It's going around. It's making its way around the internet. Did you create this?
Did I create the
scanner?
The scanner itself. 3D Systems did create the scanner, and it comes with a software that's very easy to use. So right now, all I have to do to be...
I just didn't know if you worked on that part of the team.
Oh, no, not at all. Okay. I did not work part of the team, but I have been using the scanner for quite a while.
I'm really excited about this, so take me through.
Okay, great. So right now, what we're going to do is we've opened up the Sense software, and we're going to set some bounding boxes. So you get to choose what you're going to scan. So if you're scanning a small object, you can simply just put a slider on, turn it on, and the object recognition system is turned on. So it's as simple as that. There's no kind of calibration necessary or whatnot. So it's a simple button you press and you're ready to go. Right now, since we are scanning a human, what we're going to do is we're going to basically put on the width, height, and depth of what I'm scanning. So I'm just going to scan your face right now, and we're going to put We're going to put object recognition off since you're not an object. All right. So
I want to know how he's going to figure out the width depth of my face. Okay.
yeah. Well, basically, it's
Good thing he didn't say my stomach.
Right,
It's
so
science.
We
It's
have
science.
it's very simple. You have an object size bar here, and it has a small, medium, a large, or custom. I've been using the Sense for quite a while, so I'm going to use this custom because I know usually what the size of a human head is, which is 7 by 7 by 7 meters. That's what we're going to do, kind of. You know.
Meters?
I'm sorry.
I was going to say meters, centimeters maybe?
No. Like,
Millimeters?
Maybe 7 by 7 inches. We're here.
Inches, okay.
Yeah, we're bounding box here, and we're gonna basically start the scan. And what you got to do is basically hit start scan, and you're gonna set your scanner on a level plane and scan directly for just starting straight from your face.
Okay, you happen to be correct. My head is, well, it's a little bit bigger. It's about a 7
it's a
3/4.
it's a little bit bigger, yeah,
But
it's a
yeah,
little bit
I mean, New Era would say a 7 3/4.
Yeah, I was trying to be nice.
I appreciate it.
okay.
All right, so do I put the microphone down?
Absolutely. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. So that we can start the scan.
All right, so I'm putting the
gonna
microphone down.
I'm gonna press start, and it goes.
Yeah, I can talk it through. So what he's going to do is he's going to walk around you. The Sense identifies you and pulls all the background out. So he's going to walk around you with a wand and capture. You have to stand very still.
Okay,
And
1 second. I just have one. I'm going to stand still, and I'm going to not talk, and I'm going to let you talk. But that
Okay.
means we need a wall of noise from you. But
Yeah.
and you were doing well. But I do have one question right now, and that is, this is a crazy background. This is the
it's going to
Javits
cut
Center
it out. It's
Comic-Con.
not going
It's going to cut that out.
It's going to identify you. It's going to target
That
on
is
you.
unbelievable. This is amazing.
If something
And
else does appear, and say if a kid ran through here really
Yeah.
quick in a flash outfit, it captured him for a second, we can cut him out with our crop
This has
software.
so many different uses. And by the way, Joe's doing a great job switching this. He's unbelievable. We're keeping him hustling here all the way to the end.
Yeah. So what he's going to do is he's going to walk around you with the Sense. He's going to scan you slowly. You're going to stand very still. In about 90 seconds, he's going to be completely around you, and we're going to have that scan. So, like I said, $3.99. You can have this in your home. Last year, Victor owns a toy store, and he does this in his toy store. He invites families in, scans their kids, turns them into action figures. We've been scanning people in our booth here at Comic-Con in their cosplay outfits. I mean, we use it as physical photography, which is really, really awesome. So capturing a certain date and time. Over the holidays last year, we actually brought in the real Santa Claus to his store. We had kids sit on Santa's lap, and we did Santa Claus. So we did the traditional Santa photo with 3D scanning. I mean, this is a really cool way to capture something. What?
That's it. That's all
We're
it's
done? Okay. See how quickly?
Wait a second. So that was it.
That's it.
Okay.
We own
so
your soul, sir.
now, and I could keep the hat on or take the hat off, which is amazing, I guess, right?
Exactly.
So imagine like Instagram. You know how easy it is?
Show that to the camera. Hold that up while you do it.
That's how quickly you can move through the steps to edit right on the
I should
software.
have smiled. I didn't even smile. Should I have smiled, or is this?
If you want to,
I
you know
guess-
what? The good thing about 3D, we can actually make a smile after the fact. We can add a third eyeball, whatever you want.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like I just took a photo in the 20s before they smiled.
Yeah, we actually, that's something that we think about a lot. It really feels like this old-fashioned photography where you have to stand still. Like,
Right.
yeah, like this old school.
It's pretty cool. How long does it take to print on the 3D Systems printers?
You know, a chess piece takes about an hour.
Okay.
It all depends on the complexity of the object, if you want to be hollow or solid. But say a chess piece takes about an hour, and we
He's
can
already
print
got me
higher
3D
resolutions
map.
too.
This is ridiculous. I got the sweatshirt and everything. By the way, I never wear a sweatshirt. This is pretty cool.
And with 3D Systems, if you want to, you can upload that to our website, and we can print it in full color for you. You'll have
In
access
full
to
color.
Yeah.
So I thought you painted these after the
No,
fact.
that came out of the machine full color.
Like that?
Yep. And you
that's-
know what? This year we're coming out with a machine that prints in sugar, so we can make you edible.
I think what you should do, that's pretty amazing.
Full color.
Really?
Same as that.
Wow. I think you should send that to us, and we should be able to review it for BeTerrific and for GeekBeat.tv.
No doubt. We could scan everybody here. You can
know,
have your own little action figure party.
And I think the GeekBeat.tv people want all these toys to review. We got to do a
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
review with all these machines, the scanners and everything.
I
We gotta do
would
a full
love that.
review.
I would love that.
I think Paul, I think Digital Phil and Paul Dixon are screaming for it right now in the chat rooms.
Yeah, so if they want to, they can check it out on Cubify.com.
Okay.
This is all available right now for purchase.
Awesome.
And we deliver it right to your home. This is what we've been doing here at Comic-Con. We scan people in their cosplay and turn them into action figures.
So
This came out of our machine here.
This came out of your machine, but this was somebody here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Is that amazing?
And that is unbelievable. And where are you guys based?
Well, I'm based out of New York, but 3D Systems is based out of South Carolina. Victor owns a store on 12th Street between A and B in New York, and you can come to his store and he'll scan you and print you out there if you don't have access to a 3D printer, or you can just buy your own and start making your own.
That's pretty cool, Victor. Guys, we've got something for you. We've got two things, so you guys are going to have to figure out who gets what. One's kind of fun and a toy. The other one is...
I think Victor likes toys.
Okay. So you own a toy store, you said? So you know about these. These are the Wowie Electro Kids, and you can get that. And so what happens is you push the belly button, and look at that. So you have a bad day, the hair moves. You got to talk or keep talking, or you got to play some music, and the hair will move, and you'll have some fun. I love these things. They make me smile. And then for you, I've got a bottle.
Ooh.
Senor Sangria, SenorSangria.com. So you don't leave without parting gifts. How about that?
Here, cheers.
All right, guys, maybe open that together. I don't know.
Yeah, we will. We will.
Keith and Victor, thank you guys so much for joining us. I think that was a great segment, really informative, and I think a lot of people are going to be buying these 3D printers, especially now, because the price is so reasonable.
And it's really easy to get into. Yeah. Don't be afraid. You can jump right in. It's just simple.
Well, I think when you couple, look, you said $1,000, you said $399, $499, so I've got an iPad, I'm going $499. For $1,500, I'm into a 3D printer. Yeah. And I've got the ability to not only create or print out the stuff that is on the site, I can now, and know nothing, by the way, I can now do it off the app.
Yeah, it's really simple. Just you press next, next, next on the app. You can print right from it.
Interior designers could do, like we could have scanned this booth.
You know, this is a tool that empowers creativity. So I don't care if you're building something for your boat, you're making toys, you're a jewelry designer, or you just want to, get awesome with your, whatever you want to do.
I mean, we could cast this and make it out of gold after this, right?
You can do casting, yeah. And 3D printing is a small piece to a bigger puzzle. So my wife makes puppets with hers, and she builds things in foam, but she makes little triggers out of the 3D printer. So it's endless what you can do.
Right, and then, I mean, you got like this tent, we could 3D scan this and print it out as a model to see, where the cameras are going to go and stuff like that. Or, this shelter from Easy Up, or
industrial designers, architects, engineers,
thank you.
Totally get it right away. But what I'm thinking about is, what are these kids going to do with it? They're living in a world where they can make anything. Yeah. They say, I can make anything, I can make everything, and they do.
Yeah, it's pretty. Isn't that pretty amazing?
Yeah.
I mean, look, when you were a kid, did you ever dream of being able to print yourself out?
Yeah. How long were you building with Legos when you were a kid?
Yeah. Of course.
Imagine if you can make your own style of Lego. Yeah. Or you have a machine that can make anything.
What if Lego just released like the actual bricks? Like they said, here are the plans.
That's progressive, right? Yeah. We see a lot of toy companies thinking that way. How can we offer accessories? There's Makey Labs, Makey Dolls. Yeah. They offer files up online that you can make accessories for the dolls, which is really
you talked about the trigger with your wife. So that's for puppets and stuff. But what about guns? I mean, we've seen all this, and we're positive.
Yeah.
So
let's talk about it. It's we have a responsibility to protect our consumer, Yeah. I mean, even car manufacturers think about, you're driving around this, a machine that can hurt someone. But, this is a tool that empowers creativity, and you have to have these tools out there. Right. You have to let people create. And we realize there are a lot of smart people that are going to do good things with it. There's still a lot of smart people that are going to do bad things with it. But it's our responsibility to work with people to make the right things, the most creative things, and things for good. Right?
Wow. Right? Wow. I'm glad you said that on BeTerrific, because that's a positive message. That's a positive attitude, and I love it. And that's what I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear a 3D printer company, for God's sake, step up and say something like that. And I'm glad that you're doing it. So what are you doing to do that as an initiative? You're coming out, I guess, with saying, hey, make this. Yeah. Make your room, scan somebody's face, have some fun, build whatever you want, make chess pieces. What else?
Yeah, well, there's tons of projects that are out there. I mean, there's people making prosthetics for kids' hands right now.
They're phenomenal
right? And we are part of that, all my friends are, and they're getting better and better, right? So those are positive things that people are doing. We're working in STEM and STEAM education, so we're putting these in schools and libraries, in classrooms. We donated 1,600 printers to First Robotics this year.
So
we're coming out with a great printer. It's called the EcoCycle. It prints in recycled Coca-Cola bottles, rPET.
And can you imagine what these kids are going to be able to do? I mean, you talk about, what you said is they could print anything or they can make anything.
They can do this now.
The fact that they can build this stuff, their minds are going to develop differently, and we're going to bring engineering and manufacturing back to the United States.
Yeah, well, all our machines are made in the United States, right?
Where?
Right, they're made in South Carolina, and then we have another factory just outside of DC.
Look at that, made in the United States, $1,000, I love it.
Yeah.
starting at $1,000. You guys
Yeah.
are awesome. I
Yeah.
got to come hang out with you.
Yeah, definitely. We're in New York. Come
And
to
you,
shop.
I want to,
Yeah.
and I want to 3D print. I want to come hang out with
Yeah.
you in 3D print, and we got to
Yeah,
do like a
yeah.
full review.
Yeah.
we got
Well,
to do that for Geek Beat. For you geeks on Geek Beat, we got to
Yeah.
do something, right?
Yeah, you got it, guys.
You guys have watched all week, and I appreciate that. We're gonna make this New York.
Put
We're gonna
this
make
bottle
it
down.
happen. We're gonna make him an offer he can't refuse. You're gonna put the bottle down. You don't want it?
No, my head's getting heavy. It's getting heavy.
All right, listen, SenorSangria.com and Wowie and the Electro Kids, but the reality is you guys are here from 3D Systems.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And make something awesome. Go out. If you get one of these printers, I mean, you're going to be creative, right? You already are creative. Do something with these hands. Make something.
You guys are awesome. Thanks so much. Thank you for watching. When we come back, we've got some more show. Do we have more show? We have a couple more guests, and we'll give you the WWE book plus a Padcaster. I think Digital Phil really wants that. I hope you win it. It's going to be a trivia question. We've got 2 for those 2 items, and I think we might have a Wowie Electro Kid for you guys as well. So stick with us. We'll be back on GeekBeat.tv, on BeTerrific.com, and Planet 5D, and a whole lot of other places right after this. Download our app, BeTerrific.com/app. You can take us on the go, you can engage with us, and you can watch our pre-recorded content. I'm Michael Artsis. We'll be back right after this from New York Comic Con with the Padcaster, BeTerrific.